Championship One Wrestling, the Mix 1041 champion, is going to be here. None other than Christopher Battle. And I'm going to tell you guys, he's been on a hot streak as of late with Adrian Ace. And we're going to get to the bottom of that whole debacle today. So come along with us, get slammed. And joining me now is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the patriot himself, Christopher Battle. Christopher Battle, how are you doing today?
Hey, doing good, man. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you first and foremost for coming on and being a part of Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver today and being my esteemed guest. It thrills me that you're here with us today. I want to get to the bottom of a lot of stuff that's happened here recently. Let's first and foremost start with Adrian Ace. Let's talk about that as it comes through for us. So,
yeah,
let's just go directly through. For some reason, it did not want to load that for me. I'm sorry, Chris. Give me just a second. My computer has decided to drop down on me. I think I lost you.
I can still hear you. So
okay, excellent. So as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters because it just went out.
Yeah,
on
I can
video
see you as well. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. For those that don't know, Christopher Battle has been in an extremely hot feud with none other than the rabid reject Adrian Ace over the past few months. Battle, can you take us back to when it all began? What happened and what was the cause and effect? Not only started this feud, but kept it running so hot so long.
Yeah. So, it really goes back to me and the Mix 104.1 championship last fall. I tore my ACL and meniscus. Had to have that surgery. Was out for 8 months. Then when I came back, it just so happened that Adrian Ace is the one who had a hold of that championship. So from there, obviously I was on the hunt back for the belt that I never lost in the first place. And Ace is he is a very interesting competitor. Him and Mama Hannah both are interesting to deal with in the wrestling world. And so really for me, it was a challenge that I was willing to accept. And, we met the first time, I think maybe may have been towards the end of May. Middle of May, we met the first time, and they got the best of me then. Mama Hannah slipped him the spike, and he busted me in the head with that. So, I lost the first go around at trying to get the championship. Ended up going into a battle royal of sorts. They called it a battle rumble, I believe. It was ran more like a royal rumble. And so I drew entrant number 1 and went all the way from the beginning to the end through about 10 or 12 people. And ended up tossing TK over which incidentally I have this week. So that's kind of interesting. For the second time, me and him are going to meet. And so, yeah, I ended up getting a chance back at it again. Went for it the second time. And, I think anybody who's watched the show seen how that kind of broke down. Adrian wasn't wanting to face me straight up without Mama Hannah because I threw her in some handcuffs to Jared, the announcer. And so he kicked me between the legs, and we went from there. I ended up putting him through a chair in the middle of the ring. I chased him, did some brawling. We go up on that second floor, baby. And then from there, the rest is history.
And we have reels of that.
Off the second. Yeah.
We have reels of that up on our Facebook page. For those of you that missed it, you can check it out at Kassara Croft or at Joseph D. Hughes, and you can check out those reels because we've got it caught where Christopher Battle threw Adrian Ace off the top onto the ground. So keep going, sir.
So that was kind of a deal that wasn't necessarily, I'm honestly not even sure how we got up there. I just know that we were fighting it out and somehow made it up there. He ends up going off, and honestly, that wasn't my intention. But I'm stepping out of the way, and I'm just glad nobody actually got seriously hurt. And then from there, Danielle Gray made the decision that we were going to be into a cage match since we were we were fighting every week, it seemed like, and it was too dangerous. So they wanted to contain us into a cage. The next week, I believe Adrian decided he was going to try to get one up on me and make it something called a Madhouse match, Madhouse reject match or something. And I told him to bring it on and sign that paperwork. And we get in there, and man, it was a sight to see. I think you guys actually wasn't there because you had another show you were going to, but yeah, there was all kinds of stuff in that cage match. Ultimately ended up, the story was told there. We went through tables and doors, and there was chairs and kendo sticks and pans and all kind. I think at one point he handcuffed me, and there was some tacks involved, some skewers to the head. There was just a lot that went on, and then ultimately at the end, Mama Hannah tried to interfere again. She passed in a table or a door that had barbed wire stapled to it. Not even sure where that came from. But yeah, so brings some barbed wire in on a table or a door and lays it down. She comes in and tries to hit me with a spike. Luckily, I did not assault her. There's been a fan who has been saying that I assaulted Mama Hannah, but that did not happen, even though I probably would have been justified. She comes in, and all I did was catch her arm. That she had the spike in, decided to take those very handcuffs that Adrian had me in, and slapped one on her, handcuffed her to the cage so she couldn't get involved. And then next thing you know, battle clutch slam to Adrian on that door with the barbed wire, and he was stuck. Randy Travis with his 60-second 10 count. Seemed like
Yes,
it
sir.
took forever. But yeah, we got that 10 count, baby, and put the strap on me. So it was an eventful night. I think C1W pushed. I think it was 148, 150 that night, and we were missing some regulars like yourself. So it was a pretty good turnout.
Well, I'm so glad to see that after months and months of that evil, sadistic, deranged, lying, cheated, cowardly, lion-looking reject having that title, that it came home to the man who never lost it. Tell us how it feels to be the Mix 1041 champion.
Oh man, it was kind of surreal, honestly. Like, and I've posted pictures. This is actually my son back here. We're in the vehicle.
Hey,
My
little
daughter's
Bow.
softball game. Where's he at? Where's he at? Peek around. There he is.
Hey, little Bow.
Yeah, yeah. He literally has been on cloud nine ever since. We after that happened, the very next day I drove to Panama City, and we went to the beach on our family vacation. We took the championship down with us, and just had a blast, man. He slept with it every night down there. I think he would be sleeping with it right now if it wasn't missing, or
Right.
not missing, stolen. But yeah, man, it's been cloud nine for sure. And they, C1W keeps feeding me opponents, and I'm going to keep knocking them down. I'm just a little frustrated at the moment. So,
Well, as the Mix 1041 champion, we'll get into it being missing here in just a minute. You have stated that you will take on any comers for that belt, not limited to, but including the Gabe Walters family. Do you think that they have their eyes set on stealing that title, especially since their number one man, Cameron Cox, was the heavyweight champion, and he was holding that title with prestige?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the whole group there of guys, they're willing to win at any cost and put that gold around their waist. I've thought about it, maybe possibly being somebody out of that group. Maybe even Cameron himself. I mean, Cameron was the one that I won the championship the first time from back in 2023, last fall, when I tore my ACL. Actually, it was the very match I was in with him that I tore my ACL the rest of the way. So, maybe he had his eyes on it. I don't know. It's same, but when it was stolen, he was the champion. So I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, I personally think that the Gabe Walters family is trying to get all the gold. But with that being said, I believe that Adrian Ace has a rematch clause, sir. So the challengers are many. What are your thoughts on the possibility of the Rab to Reject using his clause one more time for one more memorable yet highly hardcore match.
I mean, honestly, bring it on. You know, I'm a open book, man. I'm willing, like I said in the beginning, I'm willing to take on anybody and everybody that they throw my way. You know, and if he wants to run it back, I mean, we'll run it back. We will for sure run it back. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know if that's what his mindset is. But I will welcome that all day long. You know, and Mama Hannah, all I can say is you keep putting yourself in the position to, you know, that you're going to be attacking me, then I'm probably going to defend myself. So, you know, you fool me once, you ain't going to get it a second time.
Absolutely. Now, this is a little bit off scripted here for you, but I'm going to talk to you about the missing title for a second.
Sure.
In our live scene here, you're going to see right above on my left-hand side, probably your right-hand side, it's got a picture of you, and it's got a cryptic message over there with a smiley face over you saying the one you forgot about. Who did you forget about, Battle? How many people have you forgotten about?
Yeah, that's what I really don't understand. Whoever is doing this, you know, obviously they're trying to be cryptic. They're trying to make assumptions. You know, number one, how in the world can anybody know who I've forgotten? Because that's just ridiculous. It's obviously someone's opinion, not necessarily someone that I've forgotten about. You know, I considered, you know, Casey Cage. I considered Casey Cage. I mean, the man brought me into the business. You know, trained me up, got me ready. You know, I considered maybe it was him. He showed his face the last few weeks. You know, Robert Blade now, he's on, you know, me and him was
The
in a
heavyweight
training camp
champion.
together. Yeah, he's on a good tear with the heavyweight championship. I'm really not too worried about him, but this is people, you know, I'm naming off people that I was in training camp with. You know, Matthew Oliver Peppercorn, you know, the man is unpredictable. And you know, we trained together some. You know, I don't know.
But Battle, the last couple weeks, we have seen two young gentlemen come over and over again and attack you from behind, either when your match is over with, while your match is going on, or they've sent a cryptic message out and wait until your match is over with and attack you after the cryptic message is over with. Do you know who these people are and why they're attacking you specifically?
No, man. The only thing I can think of that the reason why they're attacking me is I've got a target on my back. I've got something that everybody wants. You know, when you're on the top and you've got the crown, you know it's heavy, and so I really just think that you know, those guys. Here's the thing: me and my military experience and law enforcement experience in my days, man. I'm telling you, these guys, those were well calculated hits.
Absolutely.
I'm not so sure that they weren't hired guns. I don't know that maybe they weren't someone that, you know, is being paid off
It's very
you
interesting
know.
that you bring that point across about being a hired gun and being paid, because the only man in C1W that we know of that has the money to do that is the one that has the little midget with a briefcase running around with him. And he just very well have made an enemy out of you. Remember, he said, come at me again and see what I'll do. So could be him.
You know, there's always that possibility. You know, you know, we had a match a couple of weeks ago, and I'm assuming you're talking about Dalton Blake
Yes,
here.
sir.
Because I don't know if you actually said that or not. I think I don't know, maybe you did. Maybe I missed it. But you know, with him, the first video pops up. We're in the ring together, and to be honest with you, he seemed kind of really surprised. I don't know. You know, he took advantage of it. Puts, you know, spine busters me. I'm out. I ended up going under on that one. Thank goodness it wasn't for the championship. But you know, I'm not really sure. It could be Dalton Blake. It could be Buck Manson. It could be the Rabid Reject. You know, we go back to the second video a couple of weeks ago, and or maybe it was this past week. I can't remember which one. They're all running together, but the message said that I've been rejected. And in my mind, I don't know if you've watched the video back, but in my mind, instantly right then I screamed, I know exactly who it is.
Adrian
You
A.
know, and I
Straight. It sounded like that.
right, yeah, yeah. I mean, he obviously is the rabid reject, and so but it's somebody trying to throw smoke, to throw me off their scent. I don't know. Maybe I was getting too close, and that's why they plugged that reject statement in there. So I have no clue. And the last few things that's been coming through Championship One Wrestling over the last couple of days has some kind of cryptic jargon or whatever language that I can't understand. And
Absolutely. Let's
apparently,
go over to it, guys, so you all can see it. And once again, right here, if you look just a little bit above Christopher Battle, it's got that cryptic jargon that's up there with this one that says the one you forgot about. You can see it under the Championship One page. Let's make it bigger because I know I can for everybody to see. You can see it right there, that cryptic jargon, guys, just right there underneath it. So we don't know what or who or when or where, but we know we got all this crap going on here, and they're hiding their identity very well from you, Christopher Battle. But I know that you are going to find out who it is.
oh yeah, we and it, in the very last video that popped up in my previous match this past Saturday with Logan Adams, right before the match popped up, and there's a timer. So apparently whoever it is wanting to show themselves this Saturday night. And I've got TK, but I'm telling you right now, if they want to just come on down to the ring and get this thing over with, we can do it Saturday night. I don't care if TK's in the ring or not. I mean, it doesn't make a difference to me. Bring my belt out there, lay the thing on the table, and let's do the dance. I mean, there's no sense in doing that. That's one thing that you're not going to see from me. I'm not going to go behind somebody's back. I'm going to, when I do find out who this is come Saturday, they better strike fast, because they're going to see me coming, and I'm not gonna hit them from behind. They're gonna see me coming. They're gonna know I'm on my way. I will meet them head on. So that's just the type of person I am.
Well, we know you're not going to hit anybody from the back, because you wouldn't even hit Mama Hannah when Mama Hannah came out to threaten you. You even pushed her away from the side, and you wanted Adrian Ace. You wanted him from the front every time. Even though that cowardly lion looking fella came and hit you from the back several times, you were always there to face him. Face to face. Every time you confronted him, it was face to face. Now, he may have not had the same respect for you, but that says something in professional wrestling for a wrestler like you, that you're willing to do that. So I absolutely 100% agree and believe that you will do that this coming Saturday, guys. And look, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, he's got TK Arden like he's been saying. Let's go to the live scene here. He's got TK Arden just like he's been saying. For this week, Christopher Battle is going to be versus the killer TK Arden right here Saturday, August 10th. My birthday for you guys, just so you know. Tickets are going to be $8 at the door. Cash App is accepted. They will be accepting cards as well with a 50-cent surcharge. Christopher Battle, any words for the killer TK Arden?
Yeah, man. TK is no pushover. I've been in the ring with him. We did the thing, a couple weeks ago, and I really don't know why C1W is bringing it back around. I don't know if he asked for another shot. I don't know if he's got, for all I know, he's the one that stole the dang championship. I really don't know. Maybe he's putting himself in this match or requesting it to be in this match so he can reveal himself before we have a match, or maybe he's hoping I'll put the belt on the line. I don't know. What I do know is this is when two guys decide, I'm 235 now. TK, he's pushing 3. I don't know exactly how heavy he is, but I know the last time we met, it was an absolute, meat fest, and we're going to go at it, man. We're going to, one thing's for sure that I know about TK is when we go face to face, it's going to be a hard hitting match, and you're not going to want to miss that for sure. I mean, that's just what it's going to be. I think last time I even Samoa dropped him. So, he may be 300, but I can get him up. So the old leg, even the leg that's a struggle for me. It's holding up and it's strong. So we're ready for battle, man.
Absolutely. And I can't wait for that battle to happen this Saturday, August 10th at Championship One Wrestling Arena. They've tried to rebrand it Kevin Wrestling and the Kevin, Kevin show, also with the KVN Arena. Do you have any thoughts on that, sir?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I honestly, you seen me a couple of weeks ago. We seen what happened with Danielle Gray being brutally burned in the face, and I hope she's doing okay. But I came out and tried to help. Kevin obviously doesn't have the balls to step up to the plate to me. And if this is the way he's going to want to try to run this company, just truth be told, I'm only going to put up with so much. I'm not gonna, the more that he starts to do things unethical, the more that it is my duty to try to fix it. If I have.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when he threw that fireball in her face, was that not considered domestic violence in your personal opinion and professional opinion?
100%, man. Luckily, 100%. That is 100% definitely a domestic issue there. Danielle kind of has the ability to, she could take that video footage if she wanted to and go and press charges against him. But I don't believe that is her plan. I think her and Kevin have been together so long that, she still has faith in this. And then not only that, she cares about C1W so much. There's no way she's going to, she's not gonna try to get cops involved or anything like that and jeopardize the production of the show and everything else. And so, all it would take is an incident like this or something, or a judge to get involved, and then they're shutting the production down and all kinds of stuff. And so, she's not gonna cross that line. But Kevin and the Standard and all these other guys that think that they're running things, they might want to check and see, because as it looks up right as of right now, myself and Robert Blade are the ones holding the gold. And I think her son even still has the championship, the
tag titles. Yeah, he does. He's part of it.
So, they may think that they're running the show, but the reality is the asses are in the seats because of us. I mean, that's just plain and simple. So.
Well, you got to think about it like this, too, in the long run, because if she doesn't press charges, she doesn't go forward with it, she doesn't do anything like that, revenge is always the best drink that is yet to be drunk. So she might have something up her sleeve yet that we don't know about.
Yeah. And obviously I'm 100%. I would be on board in defending her honor. So, that's.
Kevin himself, KVN, has come in and said, how about you keep my damn name out of your mouth? Do you have any thoughts on that, sir?
Yeah, come say that to me Saturday to my face, and we'll see how that goes. Kevin, the best thing for you to do is to stay retired, brother. I mean, let's get real. The best thing for you to do is stay retired. You try throwing a fireball in my face, and it's not gonna end the same way it did for you with Danielle. I promise.
Absolutely. Now, Mr. Battle, I'm so sorry. That's all the time we have here for today for you. But before we go, can you please tell us when and where you're going to be booked next so the fans can see you in the future, and that way they can see you defend that title successfully?
Yeah, so C1W, the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be booked there. I'm pretty much booked solid with them for the next few weeks. Being the Mix 104.1 champion. I don't know right now with it being gone. It's kind of hard to defend with somebody holding on to it and being a coward. So I can't tell you exactly when I'm going to be ready to defend it, but just watch my social media, Christopher Battle. Get on there, like and follow. I've got Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, or X or whatever, and so, just follow me. But I got a question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I've been hearing some things. About you coming to training and stuff, and possibly going to dip your toe in the ring. And if that's the case, I I'm calling you out, man. I mean, it's me. You know me. I want everybody, man. And so if you're going to be crossing those ropes, then you need to. If you're gonna step up to the plate, you need to step up with Christopher Battle because
Christopher
I will
Battle,
put you through the test.
I will tell you right here, right now, as soon as I'm able to get back in the ring and perform at 100% after I have my back surgery, I would absolutely love to accept that challenge for you. Until then, I have a broken back and I'm not able to get into the ring currently. I am able to do some things. I can help out in any way that I can, but I'm not able to take bumps like I used to anymore. If I do, you will be the first person. I guarantee you that you will be the first person. Now, Mr. Kevin has come back in and said two things. First, he said, maybe it's time we find out after you're done crying about your belt. Then he says, bah ha ha, he couldn't work his way out of a wet paper bag.
Oh, man. Oh, that's so good, man. Kevin, there's one thing about Kevin. He's always going to have something smart to say. He's quick-witted on things. He's had all that time because he's so broke down that, he ain't been in the ring. So he has all this time on his hands to sit behind a computer and sorry about that. He has all this time to sit behind a computer or a phone screen and type stuff out. Man, honestly, I'm just going to keep saying it. Come find me Saturday. You know where I'm going to be. I am booked at the KVN Arena. Come find me, bro. There ain't no sense in hiding behind a keyboard, baby. Let's do it.
He said the second response was to me. Well, you're right. I probably can't work my way out of a wet paper bag right now, Kevin, especially being injured. But I would tell you this. I would damn sure hold my pride on the line and I would fight until I die. And you will never stop me from fighting, sir. So you can hold that and take that one to the bank, Kevin. I'll tell you that right now. And Mr. Christopher Battle, I want to thank you as my esteemed guest for coming on tonight. I hope that you will come back sometime. I hope that you'll be here. And I wish you well this weekend. Man. I absolutely wish you well this weekend against the killer TK Arden and everything that's going on there. Thank you so much for being here with Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. I hope to